So today we will learn about the concept of asynchronous programming. I'll begin it with a very normal example that we do in our day-to-day lives. We all love pizzas, isn't it? So imagine that you have placed a pizza. It's not like you will just stick to your door waiting for the pizza delivery boy. This will be called as synchronous programming. You are waiting for the task to get completed. Instead, what you will do, you will just place an order, go and watch your favorite show on your TV. And when the delivery boy comes, you'll pause your TV, you'll collect the pizza, enjoy it, and resume your watching your TV. So, this is what is called asynchronous programming, wherein we suspend the execution of a current action and instead do other things in the background, right? Now let us understand asynchronous programming a little more. See, whenever we come across this asynchronous programming model, there are two things when they are used very commonly. Sorry. One is task and task T. Now what is this? So these are objects that are used as the core of asynchronous programming. Wherever asynchronous programming is used, you will be using these objects quite frequently. And what are these used for? These are used to model the asynchronous programming and they support async and await keywords. So there are two types of operation mainly where asynchronous programming model is used, or in other words we can say we are using some bound operations to suspend a particular operation and continue with some others. What this will do, imagine like you are reading data from a particular file and this operation has freezed your UI screen. You don't want that. Instead, what you want other operations that can run or you can perform with the UI while you are reading from a file or from a database, say, right? So what it will do, it will suspend the current execution and the control will be transferred to your caller method where you can perform other operations and your UI doesn't get freezed, right? The first is the input bound code. Here the operations are represented by task or task T. T is the generic term and here we can include any data type, be it complex or simple. And these are mainly used for when you are reading some information for a file or you are waiting for a network request or there is some delay in processing. And next is CPU bound operations. Here the tasks, they start an operation on a background thread with the task.run method. We will learn these with the help of some programming code. So without wasting much time, let's dive into some programming. Oh, I'm sorry. So here, look, what I'm doing here, I'm using some async and await. What are these? Look, whenever we are using or defining any method with the help of async, it is where the await comes into picture. Let us see the execution step by step. So I'm using an async task main here. This we add in front of the method that we are making asynchronous, right? What I'm doing, I'm printing this on my console and after that I call this particular method sending in a string. So this will be called in here, right? Now this will print me the output on console. This email would be collected from the calling method. Now what is being done here? It is saying await task dot delay. This is very important. Look, what it will do, it will now suspend the execution of this method. This thing will not be executing the further lines until this is completed. Now, for 1.5 seconds, the execution will be suspended and the control will be transferred to the method which was originally calling it. The control after this, no. when the control reaches here, task dot delay 1.5 seconds, it will transfer the control here and will execute this section. Now this is a for loop. It will print it for one time and wait for 1 second. Again it will go to the next iteration, print this 2, and there is a delay of 1 more second. So total delay is 2 seconds. See here, it was 1.5, here it is 2. So 1.5 delay is completed. It will again return back here. This particular thing or the delay is completed. Now it will print the output and again the control will be transferred to the caller method. Now the next iteration will be performed, the third one, right? And this section is also getting executed. Await email task. What this is doing, this is just waiting for this activity to get completed. After this is completed, this will be printed. One key point or the key tip that I will give you here is, whenever you encounter this await keyword, just keep in mind that the following statements will not be executed until and unless the statement following await is executed. Now let us quickly run and see the output. So see, what is happening here is exactly what I told you. It is printing this first statement. It is processing first order, second order. The 2 second delay is completed. It will return back to the send email async method. Then it will print the email sent to customer example. What is it is doing? It is executing this section. The control is transferred again into the method which was calling it. It will complete the third iteration of processing order 3, right? And after 1 second, after this code block is getting executed or is fully executed, it will now print the order processing and email is sent. So these are the basics of asynchronous programming. There are further more things in here which I will cover in the next lecture. Thank you for it.